Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy The Void Omnia. Welcome to this final episode
Yeah.
of Void Omnia. Where last we left off, our characters, our players, our heroes arrived on the moon to face off against the Dragon Queen. She and Orion have just been pretty much waiting there for the entire week. But they got there in time, and they did they did a number on her, but she proved to be much more formidable than they expected. Uh, but as the battle continued on, and as one of our heroes was about to lay the final blow against her, she teleported over towards Evangeline, and that is when she stabbed and killed Evangeline to absorb her essence to become one with her double. And that she did. She absorbed her entire being and caused her to die and such, that she turned into her final form, which is this. And she was so confident, in fact, in her abilities, that she had opened up an entire portal to the past, 1,000 years in the past, for that matter, back when Cornelia and damn near every city-state had been starting to get settled with. But yes, our heroes also arrived in this past version of Elian. But they had the help of Nyx's Magitech Avenger slash Cruise Chaser. This guy here. And the Avenger proved to be really, really useful for a time. It took most of the damage that she dealt out to Nyx, so Nyx didn't get hurt as much as the mech did. But that was again kind of the purpose, to help not only provide defense but also provide some good offense, which it did pretty good with. But after a long, hard battle against this godlike being, and they were barely even letting in a dent on her, she decided that they are no longer fun, and so she did her ultimate attack. It was something, I forgot what it was called, but Ryusegun. She did her Ryusegun ultimate attack, in which she pretty much just killed everyone for like 300 or something damage, and it killed everyone, but each of them had received a visit from their respective, I guess, guardians, one might say. Franklin had gotten a visit from Cecil, the Dark Knight slash Paladin. Nyx had gotten a visit from Squall, aka Leon, the Gunbreaker, and Vesta had gotten a visit from Vivi, the Black Mage. But yes, after they had a visit, Orion had healed them all up, and well, not healed them all up. He had raised them all from the dead and such, and Orion had came up with an idea. He earlier escaped from the moon to follow through the Dragon Queen's portal, and he had the idea to grab the characters from all of S's books and bring them onto the battlefield. And so they did. They all came together from all across different universes, all warriors of light from all these different worlds. And they all came together and they binded with our heroes, and it formed this warrior of light. And it again is the same horned feller who was the statue in Cornelia. and I'm assuming you guys put two and two together that there was never any old warriors of light. You guys were those warriors of light, and when you guys turned into this, they saw this, and they made a statue of you. But yes, they used the power of light to vanquish the Dragon Queen, and that is where we are now. The Dragon Queen had also stated that the seeds have been planted, and that even though she may fall today, her work will still continue. What does that mean? We shall find out. So yeah, recap aside, you guys, after vanquishing the Dragon Queen, you guys just kind of are mostly in shock at discovering that you finally got rid of this pest that you've been tracking down for the past year. And once everything starts to die down after like a minute or so, you see a mob, not really a mob, but a large group of people who walk up to you. They are assumed to be the early settlers of Cornelia. And so, here, one quick second, if I can fucking find the track. There it is. They walk up to you and they say, "Who are you? What are you here to do to us?"
Okay, out of character, are we still fused as the warrior light thing, or are we all...
Yes. So you guys just out of character just say whatever you want the warrior of light to say, like say a line together, I guess.
Oh god.
Yeah. You guys yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah, just quickly discuss
So we,
it.
like...
I have a list here from when you guys were controlling Omega. We'll go in that order. Vesta. The mob walks up to you and they say, "What are you here to do to us?"
We're here to protect you.
Protect us from, I'm assuming, that thing that was here?
Yes, she was a great evil. Caused a lot of harm.
Yes. And whenever you say this, you can hear all three of your voices saying this at once. Alright, well, if you truly are, then please sheath your weapon so that we can talk on equal footing.
Of course.
Alright, you guys sheath the weapon?
Yep.
We should... what should we call you?
There will be many names scattered throughout history.
Oh no.
For we are many, yet we are also one. But I think in this case, a simplistic term would suffice, such as Warrior of Light.
Warriors of Light. Well then, we thank you, Warriors of Light. Thank you for coming to our rescue. And I assume that, I mean, considering how the Ixal and the Kobolds are treated in FF14. I mean,
Oh god, that in the Amalja too.
oh yeah, racists. All right, no. Here we are. Okay, so yeah, he takes all your bodies up, and it'll be you guys just go to sleep for that entire night, even though it is like the middle of the day. Well, actually,
Yeah, that's not about right.
actually, you guys came
No
back.
called Pigs of Wedge.
So no, it's actually perfect timing because you remember you guys left when it was getting dark, and you guys went to the past, and you guys came back at the exact same point. So to Wedge and Biggs, no time has passed at all. You guys just went in and went out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you guys came back out, and it is still the same time. But yeah, he takes you all into bed, and he says, "All right, You guys owe me. And he just leaves out of the room and closes the door on you guys.
As nobody can hear him.
Nope.
And we'll go into you guys' dreams really quickly.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh.
So first, Vesta, you get a visit from your the same guy that visited you during the fight, and he says, "Did you do it?"
I'm glad to see you again. Yes, we did.
Oh, that's a relief. Oh man, last time I gave someone my power, I nearly died. But I'm glad that you did do the thing you set out to do. I'm proud of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help.
Don't thank me. Just thank your inner warrior of light. Now, this sadly will be the last time I see you. I have to return back to my friends in my world. But I'm sure that you won't need my help anymore.
I understand. Even though we may never meet again, I'll be sure to never forget you and the help that you gave me.
And I will do the same. You should meet my friend Zidane. He would have loved to meet you. Well, not for the reason that you would think. He is a little bit of a weirdo. But he still would have loved to meet you regardless.
I'll take that as a compliment, I think.
Yeah, you probably should. But goodbye for now. Or goodbye forever.
May you walk in the light of the crystal.
And you too. And he walks away. And you wake up the next morning. But we will go back to Franklin. And you can see that he appears to you not in his Dark Knight armor that he appeared to you as before. He appears to you as his Paladin armor. And he says, "So, I trust that the fact that you're seeing me here now, it means that you've done it."
Yeah. Couldn't have done it without y'all, though.
No problem. I sensed that someone, much like to be the main, I guess, knight for the Kingdom of Baron, my home city, and I, as this sort of knight, the Dark Knight, more like this armor that you've seen me in before, I shed that because in that armor, my rage just continued to build and I just kept doing things that the king wanted me to do, such as taking the lives of innocents. We even accidentally, unknowingly, bombed an entire city. Many people died, but there was a way I could get out of there, and that was to clear my essence, to clear my soul, and so I turned that darkness into hallowed light. And that's what you see me here as now. Cecil Harvey the Paladin.
Well, hey. That's a fucking cool ass story. And hey man, you know, in the end you did more help than you did harm. So
now, I believe that this is going to be the last time we ever speak with one another. Due to you clearing out your threat, you don't need our help anymore.
You're right. But I'm not gonna forget you and all the help you gave us. I hold out my arm for like a handshake. Thank you, brother.
And he shakes his hand. And he shakes your hand, and he's like, "Thank you for calling upon me." Now, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
You too. See you around.
And he walks forward and he's like, you know, it was quite fun being a part of you for a while.
Hey man, thanks. It was also pretty cool for me to be connected to some like paladin of the past. So it's cool for me too.
All right, farewell now. Take care of yourself. And he disappears, and you wake up at around, oddly, the same time as Vesta. But we will go back, and Nyx, you still see the same person. Oopsie doopsie. You see the same person who wields the gunblade, and he says, "Hey there. So, little birdie told me that you had, you did your duty."
It seemed like it.
Well, I'm proud of you, you know. You overcame something that was of a greater threat to you and your entire world, so much like me, you are quite special. Much like all of us.
I suppose so.
Sadly, even though I do enjoy your presence, I cannot see you anymore. I must get back to my world and continue on my journey.
I understand.
Yeah. But fear not that your world is finally safe. But
and I can say that few people that I promised can finally rest easy, for sure.
that's the thing that counts. And you know what? It was fun being a part of you during that time.
Well, I guess may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Same to you as well. Oh, and you would have liked a certain someone. I forgot his name. He has like red shorts, brown spiky hair, big yellow shoes. But you and him would have definitely gotten along.
It sounds like a goofball.
Oh, you have no idea. But farewell.
Same to you, Leon.
And he disappears, and you all wake up at around the same time. And yeah, you guys wake up all at around the same time. You guys have the biggest hangover in the entire world, and we
do.
And we are going to move forward a bit. But first, tell me what is it? Okay, wait. First, we're gonna roll. We're gonna get through what everyone's gonna be doing within the year that follows. So we'll start out with the same order. Vesta. Now,
Yeah.
Vesta, in this amount of time, well, you don't have to state exactly when you do it, but throughout this next year of, peace, tell me, where do you go?
Vesta is going to find place in the Nollan and attend one of the Black Mage schools. Pursue her education.
Alright. Yeah.
Sort of a fresh.
Go ahead. Continue.
Oh, it's sort of a fresh start for herself. That's not influenced by other people.
That's good. Alright, yeah. Vesta, we'll start with, the whole sequence. You walk into Fanalan after, staying in Ravenaster for some time, because Fanalan had been kind of So Nolan had been in a little bit of a pickle since you guys left Rabanastre, but after staying there and finding out that the College of Magic has been opened back up, of Black Magic has been opened back up, you head there and you do enroll. So, as you you settle down, you find yourself a nice place to stay on the campus and such. You come across the headmaster, and the headmaster comes up to your door, and he knocks.
I will answer the door.
Alright, you open it up, and it is the headmaster, as I said. But he's just like, alright, and he pulls out the scroll, and he looks at it, he's like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at a Vesta Moraes.
Yes, that is me.
Okay. Well, it seems that, you seem to be quite famous here on campus. And considering you literally started not too long ago, it's quite fast. How did you manage to do that?
Sort of hard to avoid. I have kind of a known history, I guess.
Care to explain?
I was a warrior of light.
Oh, wait. I think I've seen you around here before, now that I'm thinking of it. You
Yes,
were here.
me and other warriors of light visited.
That's why you're so famous here. Okay. Well, Vesta, it would appear that, I've been getting recommendations from not only students but other professors that you seem to have a pretty major upper hand in terms of magic. Would you be honored to teach a class? I know you've only just been here for some time, but the students here really seem to look up to you, and they want to, they want to learn the things that you know.
If I'm able to help others with their education and their journey in the art of magic, I'd be honored.
And don't worry, you will be compensated greatly for it. And you also still can attend your regular classes, but as usual, you just gotta come up on time and just teach and you'll get you'll just teach the class. But you will have to write out a plan though, because you can't just start out, with gigantic flare bombs or anything like that.
Of course, I'll gladly begin work on that immediately.
Okay. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again for visiting our school. And I hope you'll have a great semester here.
I hope so too. Thank you for this opportunity.
No problem. And he leaves the door, and you can hear someone inside of your head. Not it's not bad, promise me. You just hear the sound of your dragon, Bahamut. And he is just he's just saying, so, it would seem that you've gotten yourself a place in the world, finally.
I suppose I have.
I'm proud of you. Even though I wasn't around for most of your adventure, I am glad for you to be my master.
Honestly, I'm glad to have known you. I wouldn't want you to go down as some villain at the end of this, when really you're a victim like me.
Yes. Well, I'll be with you. If you ever need me, if anyone around here starts to bully you or anything, just, just call me, and I can settle that for you.
Oh, I don't think I'll be needing your services in that way, but I appreciate it.
Well, if you need me for anything, just let me know.
Will do.
Alright. So yeah, the voice disappears, and you can see that your little cat, Kenai, is just like sitting on the on your desk, and he's just like, "Meow."
I'm gonna guess you just meowed?
Yes. Meow.
Yes, Kina, I haven't forgotten you.
Oh. And you give him a little pat on the head, and we zoom out from you, and you have now, you know, gained the title of a teacher, which is awesome. But we are going to move on to Franklin.
All right.
Franklin, what is it that you are going to be doing this year? You don't have to give an exact, like, you know, if you don't want to, you don't have to give an exact time throughout this year. Just give me like a what will you be doing?
Okay. Should I go through like these one? I'll go through these one by one. Yeah. So honestly, after everything kind of like settles down, Franklin returns to Cornelia and stays there for like a while. Just like because like the year was so crazy and all this shit was happening, and it seemed like something else would pop up when they solved another problem. So he's just gonna return to Cornelia, and yeah, he'll live there for a little bit.
Alright. So yeah. You stay there in Cornelia, and someone pays you a little bit of a visit. It is your girly friend, Anna. I think I said that right. Anna.
Yep.
Yeah. Anna visits you, and she says, "Surprise!"
Oh, Anna, I'm so happy to see you. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to see you. I swear, airships to and from all across Alexandria is just... it's just terrible. But, I am... oh shit, there we go. But, it's all worth it to see you.
Yeah. Same to you. God, I'm sorry I was gone for so long. You know, if it was my...
Don't be silly. I know you've had greater duties to do throughout this entire time. All you need to know is that no matter how long you take, I'll always be waiting here for you.
Oh. And same for you, my love. If you ever struggle with anything, I'll always wait for you. I'm just so grateful to have you in my life.
As am I. And she goes in for a hug with you.
He hugs her back so tight. Just like the hug lasts like like pretty long, because he's just like he just holds on to her, and like mentally just like de-stresses and lets it all go, and like finally exhales.
And she says, "Oh, I had forgotten. I brought us a little picnic that we could have in the park."
Oh my God, yes, that would be fantastic. You are a genius. This is why I love you.
Oh, don't. And you can see she starts to blush, and she puts her hands on her face and such. Come, let's eat.
Let's.
Alright, yeah. You guys sit down and you have the picnic. And, yeah. Is there any, yeah?
Would he, like, have time to before this maybe have purchased a ring?
Yes. I mean, it's been. I mean, I don't know how long the time is from before to now, but yes, you did have time to purchase a ring.
Okay. I think at the picnic, Franklin is gonna get down on one knee.
Franklin, what are you doing? I see. It seems like your knees are your knees working well? I mean, you did say they were a little sore.
You know, I am quite old, so they're probably gonna give out at some point. But like, just listen, okay? It's gonna sound so fucking cheesy. I know it's not like me, but right. So.
Yes, I'm listening.
Sorry, it's just I can't articulate my emotions. I have told you how much I love you so much, and I'm so grateful to have you in my life. And you are the thing that balances me out. You help me. You keep me literally sane when the world falls apart. And if the world does fall apart, then the last person that I want to be left, the person that I would like to be left with, is you, my love. And he produces the ring, and he says, Anna, will you marry me?
And she's, for a second, she's in shock. And she's, like, put her hands on her face, and she's just, like, shaking her head, and, like, just, like, almost at a breakneck pace, just, like, yeah, you know. And she goes in for a hug with the, goes into another hug, but, like, this one, she's, like, tighter.
He, kisses her and just, hugs her for a while.
You guys are just, hugging, and the camera pulls back. Is there anything else that you wanted to accomplish?
I think the rest of the stuff that I DM'd you, should I go through that now, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, this is all for that. This is all for the, for that. Gotcha. So go ahead.
Okay. So, he gets married to Anna. And I think eventually he returns home to Altair, maybe after like a few months living in Cornelia, returns to his homeland of Altair with his wife. And then he would like to, with Nyx's financial assistance, he would like to start a project, which is called the Light Foundation. This organization basically is it plays to like Golbez working for the Dragon Queen. It's basically an organization that is for people who are working with supervillains that don't want to. So it kind of like helps them get away, and like if they're being held hostage, then that's what the Light Foundation is for. He brings Anna onto the staff as well. And then see here, in Altair as well, he would like to set out a tombstone for his father. Even though his body isn't physically there, he would like to set that tombstone. That says, Miramis Vialis lived with honor and died with glory. Last couple of things. Maybe a few months down the line, he has a couple of kids.
Well, I mean, this will. All right. Well, here, since it takes many months to have children, we'll just say this is at like the end of the year, like towards the end of the year of your time.
Okay. So he has a couple kids at the end of the year. His son, he names his son Hainer, and he names his daughter Yuna. And at the end, the last thing he does is in his home, he hangs up his sword, and he retires from being an adventurer.
All right, yeah, you hang up the sword, and you also kind of notice that Yuna has both your eyes and her eyes. They're like kind of separate. I wonder what that's about. No, but but yeah, no. Yeah, no. You have children towards the end of the year, and the camera pulls back and such. You start the Lights Foundation, and we are going to move over to Nyx. Nyx. Now, uh, go ahead and tell me things that you're going to be doing within this next year.
Right. Well, first off, Nyx returns to Shinra and to Midgar, and the first thing they do is they rebrand the company as the Pendrick name still kind of held some distaste and concern to various members of the common folk and to Nyx themselves. So after a little bit of thought, Nyx actually decides to try and find a name that has no ties with their father and more to themselves, and therefore rebrands the Pendrick Magitech Company as the Drakestorm Magitech Company.
Which is also kind of cool because you used to summon Ramuh.
Right. Then not long after that, along with the Vermissia Restoration Project and the Light Foundation, Nyx also decides to hold a small ceremony for their counterpart, Artemis. They actually go to a small spot, a clearing that's not far from the Crystal Tower where Orion and Nyx would play as kids. And not only did Nyx set a sort of tombstone marker there for Artemis, but they also bury the pistol there as well. For the pistol was given to Nyx as a sense of promise to take down the Dragon Queen, and now that it's over, Nyx feels that there's no reason for them to hold on to it anymore, as the promise was fulfilled, and now Artemis can finally rest in peace.
Yes. Alright. You are kind of standing there at the memorial, and Orion goes up to you and he says, "Hey there." And you can see he has some bags packed, and he's like has it over his shoulder.
Heading out already, brother?
Yeah, I've still got a couple of things I need to sort out, both in Narshe and in Othard. Well, I mean, not the same things I was researching, but I mean, it's pretty much, you know, I just want to get out there and, like, learn what I can about the world.
I understand. And hopefully this time you won't actually get kidnapped.
Yeah, that kind of sucked last time, so I hope not as well. But
You think it sucked for you? It was even worse for me and Mother.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah. You guys know what it's like to be tortured by the dragon. But anyways, and by torture I don't mean physical torture, more like mental torture. You know how long I had to sit in there with a hot something, it's a glass of water.
Okay.
Any longer, and I would have lost my composure.
Surprised you didn't.
Too bad. But everything is fine now. And he kind of looks to the like a little bit over your shoulder and says, "That for Artemis, the other you."
Yeah. I know it's not really much, considering that she wasn't from this alien, but considering all things, I think she'd agree that this would be a better spot.
Well, I'm sure she, even though it wasn't hers, I'm sure she would have appreciated. She would appreciate it, especially when it's you doing it.
Yeah.
But yes, I guess I'd best take off. I'll still come back over, and I'll still, I'm not gonna be a stranger or anything. I'm not gonna be gone for too long, but I will be gone.
Right. I've got a few things as well. I've got some plans I need to work out.
Alright. Well, do you still have Biggs and Wedge on call? Because I kind of need a ride.
Yeah, no, they're on call. Actually, I've been trying to get them. I've been trying to fucking hire them for the company.
Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, Biggs seems really eager to work with you.
It wasn't just going to be them. I was also going to grab Midas as well. I mean, if it wasn't for those three, good chance I wouldn't be where I am now.
Yeah, you've got a point. Well, I mean, who knows? They might eventually take the job.
Well, they better, because it doesn't just apply to Magitech purposes.
Have fun. It's so, about that call.
Yeah, I'll get them.
Alright, you contact Biggs and Wedge on Link Pearl. He says, hello, Midas, Ironworks, you here? Who's this?
Who do you think?
Oh, hey Dix. How's the company coming?
It's oh, so far, I guess so good. Listen, you're not anywhere near, Midgar or the tower, are you?
I'm in Midgar, so it's not too far.
Perfect. Orion needs a ride.
Of course he does. Why don't you guys ever warn us about these things?
This is your warning.
Alright. I'll be there soon when I finish this up.
Yeah, that also reminds me, have you considered the proposal I gave to you and the others?
I have considered it. I have not finished considering it. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of us being sort of free mechanics. Because, I mean, we make our own hours, we do it, not for the money, obviously. We just do it for the, sort of drive to make something different and evolve.
I suppose, but you do also understand that this also entails, in fact, teaching Magitech to potential students.
Yes, I did hear about that. Biggs, Wedge, why didn't you tell me these things? I don't fucking know. Oh, yes, okay, yeah, that. So yeah, I will pour over that, some more, and I'll get back to you on that.
Right. In the meantime, I don't know, grab the Enterprise and take my brother somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on the way. Alright, and he says, alright, so have them ready in about 15 minutes.
Will do.
Alright, and he hangs up. So, is that, that's my ride?
Yeah, they'll be here in 15.
Alright. So I'll head to the gate. And he's gonna head towards the, main gate. Walk with me?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, yeah. You leave the, and all there is behind. You leave the, tombstone behind with the gun there. and he says, "All right, so now that I'll be gone for a little bit, I'm going to need you to, not get into any more trouble that requires me to make a sacrifice."
Max, I'm not a warrior of light anymore.
Oh, then don't get into any trouble.
I'm the head of Drakestorm Magitech. At this point, trouble is probably gonna find me every once in a while.
Fair. Well, I mean, hopefully you'll have those idiots on your side. And by
Yeah.
those idiots, I mean, Midas and the other two.
Yeah, no, I hear, but honestly, I can understand them trying to go freelance. I mean, if I didn't take the company, I probably would have done something similar.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm sure they'll, agree at some point. I'm sure they'll get tired of not getting paid that much.
Alright, I actually need to get back to the office anyway. I still have plans for installing some of the Magitech institutions to set up.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
But not forever.
Hopefully not. Not anymore, at least.
No, not anymore.
And he hugs you. He goes in for a hug.
Nix definitely reciprocates.
He says, "Take care of yourself now."
You too, Ori.
And yeah, he goes forward, and you turn. You guys go your separate ways, and the airship eventually picks him up. And we will go out of the We will go zooming out. Now, from where you guys had passed out on the beds to the year later, we are here now. And so, we'll begin our little scene with you. Oh, also, by the way, during this year, you guys have found the time to bury. We'll like to have a memorial for Evangeline in Ishgard.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But for right now, we will open with Franklin sipping some tea at a tavern. Him and his the wife isn't there at least not at the moment. She's still wandering around the city looking for a couple of things. But Franklin, you are sipping your tea, and a Moogle comes up to you, and he's like, "All right, how's everything to your liking?"
Really, really good. This is impressive.
Thank you. It's my mother's recipe, so I'm glad you like it.
Well, hey, I gotta tell you, I'm sure your mom would be proud. This is fantastic.
Well, thank you. Everyone else doesn't seem to think so, so that means a lot. And the door opens, and you can see a familiar mage coming through. You can see it is Vesta, but she seems to have her professor garb on. You can see she has this yellow hat and blue robes. And she looks akin to, out of character, I guess out of narration, she looks akin to the same black mage sprite from Final Fantasy 1 with just the yellow hat. Kind of like Vivi's wear. And she comes in, and you see her, and you guys meet up.
Professor, it's so good to see you.
Yeah. It's good to see you too.
Tell me, how have things been at the academy and shit? Yeah.
Things have been going well for me. I seem to have made my place there.
That's cool.
And you?
Yeah, things have been pretty good too. I just got married pretty recently.
Married?
Oh yeah. I just married how long ago actually was it?
We'll just say you guys got married about 10 months ago, 10 or 11 months ago, because then you guys eventually had children, and you
Okay.
guys still have babies.
Okay. Almost like a full year ago, yeah.
I didn't
Married.
hear about it.
Oh, God, I'm
You've
sorry.
had this long to tell.
Oh,
Does anybody else know, or was I just left out of the loop?
um, man, she's gonna kill me. Okay. Yeah, I might have forgotten to tell you and Nyx and Ruvik as
Uh-huh.
well.
Oh,
Um,
I had I had forgotten to say since Ruvik had during the year you guys found out that Ruvik had passed away during
oh,
the reason why they didn't come to you is because they were bedridden and they had died from illness. And throughout the year, after you guys found out about it, and you guys did go to a memorial.
damn.
Damn.
Um, so I, um, it's just slipped my mind. It just slipped my mind completely. Totally my bad.
Uh-huh.
Um, but if you ever find the time to come visit us in Altair, we would love to have you. I know you're busy being a professor, but if you ever want to visit.
I mean, it seems like you're busier since you couldn't even tell us about, the big
Well,
event. But I mean, I'd be glad to meet her.
okay. I'm
It
sure
isn't
she'd
that
be,
girl from Cornelia, is it?
yep, you're right on the money.
Hey, good for you.
Thanks.
And
Um,
the tavern doors open, and you guys see a very well dressed, oddly, Nyx. You can tell that he is quite rich, but he probably I don't know. Wait. Would Nyx probably shed that as he's going to visit his friends, or
No, I mean, Nyx would be dressed in somewhat casual uh wear for the most part, but it would still be of. It looks casual, but the material itself is expensive.
okay, yeah? You guys see, yeah, it's more you can tell it's more yeah casual, but like
It's Nyx.
it's very like yeah he tried to keep it on the down low. Let's just say it. But yeah, he walks in or they walk in, and you guys notice. You guys notice them, and they notice you.
Well, well, it's good to
I
see you
never,
all.
yeah, you too. Hey, I never knew you to be a show off.
Oh, relax. This is like the least flashiest thing I have right now. You have no idea how many people want to have me wear a damn suit all around Institute campus.
It was gonna happen at some point.
Yeah, fair.
I still hate it, but thankfully it's not too bad because I mean it's a Magitech Institute for Ramu's sake.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, how have things been going up north?
Well, so far so good. We've gotten at least a couple institutes scattered, at least not just in. We don't have many in Shinra. We're trying to work on getting one in Cornelia. It's still in the process, but we figured starting in Midgar would be the best option. I mean, granted, there's already decent institutes there, but in this case, it's just one of it's just one of the many at Midgar at this point. But I'm still hoping to scatter. Ironically enough, I actually may have also picked up a couple of proteges of my own at this point.
And as
Oh,
you say that, you can see all four of these guys just walk into the tavern, and you can see that it's Midas, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. Like,
oh, and
like
just
yeah, Jesse's. Oh yeah. You guys haven't met Jesse, but Nyx has already during the mech construction.
Oh yeah, and these guys actually finally accepted my offer. What was that? Last week or something?
It was a month ago, you dipshit. That was Midas.
Right.
Seems like you're all getting along well.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Biggs is like, don't worry about him. and they all come up and sit at the same table that you all are at.
So
Uh,
tell me, do you pay them with money or with this pool?
Oh no, they actually get paid. They not only work with the Drakes. They not only work with Drakestorm as Magitech engineers, but they also work as instructors on the side.
Whilst also coming up with brand new technologies, might I add.
With the help of some of the students, at the very least.
All right. I like it's a teachable moment, but you all remember at the battle of the Dragon Queen. You remember how she did that ultimate move and it pretty much wiped out your mech and Omega.
Hard to forget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, guess
my
who's
back still
decided?
hurts from that.
Well, guess who decided to join us? And you can see it's just like a slightly larger version of Omega, and they just walk in, ding 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 ding. Hello. It is so nice to see you all again.
What in the hell?
Do you have the same memories?
I do.
Oh my.
And then as soon as as soon as you say that, Vesta, he replays that one voice message that that Nick said.
Oh, Midas,
Seems
I
like a
told
yes
you
to
to
me.
erase that.
Yeah,
Don't you
but
dare
I
do
mean,
it, Midas.
I find it hilarious.
Yeah, and so do my students.
But not soon after Omega arrives, you see that that Anna arrives in the tavern. He says, "Franklin, okay, so I finally found them. Oh, hello all.
Honey, these are my friends. This is Nyx, Vesta, Biggs, Wedge, Midas,
That's
Some-
Jesse.
Jess.
How
Sorry,
could you forget
Jesse.
my name?
I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry. We've never. How's it going?
You
And-
you haven't met him yet.
And
And guys.
oh.
Oh shit! Yeah.
sorry, no, he as you say the names, he's at the very end. He's you hear Omega says very loudly. By the way, the entire room just goes silent. And Omega, and it just kind of rings out, and it's quite loud. And he just kind of sits there.
You might need to work on programming social cues.
And volume control.
Yeah.
It's not the first time Omega's done this.
So
And you guys can also
Oh.
see that with Anna is a carriage which are holding two children.
Franklin.
Yeah. Also forgot to mention that. Just a lot of details that I just kind of forgot to
You-
mention.
Franklin, what?
Okay.
Have you been
So-
busy?
You could say as much, yes. So, first, this is my lovely wife, Anna.
And she kind of
Wait,
like
you're not
this.
gay?
I don't think he would have proposed to me if that were the case.
Nyx just kind of leans in and is like, oh, don't worry. It's just a joke. I've been playing on him since we've met.
He could be bi though. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I'm just joking. But the children did want to see you, so
Turns to Franklin. I like her.
Yeah. She's sweet.
but yeah, no, she brings the stroller close to you guys. And he says, "Would you all like to take at Little Franklin's?"
I'll look at him from a slight distance,
Right.
if you don't mind.
So here, we'll start out first. So Nyx, as you kind of observe from a distance, as soon as one of them looks you in the eye, they're like, "Oh, jeez. Seems like Hainer doesn't like you quite well."
It's
And Vesta, do you want to take a look at the little baby?
I cautiously take a peek.
Cautiously. Okay. You look at it and you can see Hainer also. But you can see Yuna is just like. like, laughing. I can't do baby noises very well. Well, it seems like Yuna likes you.
Hey, at least I know I have one supporter here.
Yeah. Sorry, Nyx.
It's fine. This is why I have students back at the Institute.
I don't think that's quite the same
That's
thing.
not the
but,
same thing
yeah.
as a yeah. So anyways.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, fair, but honestly, when I started the Institute, a lot of people were telling me not to have personal proteges because favoritism due to the fact that I used to be a Warrior of Light and that I'm the head of Drakestorm. A lot of people just thought it'd be a little conflicting, but I don't know. I will say that even just taking care of them is a hassle because I've got one from from higher nobility. I've got one that's actually, funny enough, I caught making an explosion in an alleyway.
You know that seems like a perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the first time. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, but no. And then and actually another one I just found. I honestly don't remember. I've got like 3, maybe 4 of them. I honestly lost count.
And as soon as you say that, you can hear a bugle that's blasting outside, and you can see a couple of guards come up to the tavern, and they walk up to your table and they pull out a scroll and they say, Franklin Vialis, Vesta Race, and Nyx Drake. Am I talking to those?
Yes, and I am so glad I actually had that legally changed.
Your Majesty, King Sid wishes to speak to. Oh, and you can see he gets moved over to the side, and you can see King Sid is like, hang on. Hello there, Warriors of Light.
Hey, Sid.
I am.
You check. Have you seen my proposal yet?
No. I don't believe I have. What would that be?
The one to have a Magitech Institute here in Cornelia.
Yes. That could be arranged. But that is not what I'm here to talk to you about. As you all know, there is a little bit of an island that's, not too far off the coast of here, and we have just finished constructing the bridge. And we would like you, the saviors of this world, to be the first to walk upon them.
Retired saviors.
Oh, god damn it, shush it. You saved our world, so we would be honored if you would walk across the light bridge.
Is it just me, or is it a little ironic that this is happening right as we're all meeting each other?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just say this was all kind of planned. You remember those letters that you got from each other saying that you wanted to meet up in Cornelia? Yeah, we all kind of forged those just so we can get you all in this one. We didn't want to miss this opportunity, okay? So,
You could have gone about doing that. I mean, I'm not against meeting you.
Yeah.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm flattered. Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, you could have just signed it as your own hand. I mean, yes, I was in the middle of teaching a class when I got the letter, but
Yeah, but, anyways, the past is the past. Would you like to come and walk?
Well, surely we can't decline.
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, we could, but I guess there would be consequences, I guess. I don't know. Would there?
Alright, now, you just,
Remember, at this point, because it's a year time skip, Nyx is 19, so still somewhat kid.
And the king says, alright, just follow this road here, and you'll see the bridge to your right.
Alright.
Off we go.
suppose so.
Yeah, I
Alright.
thought our last adventure was a year ago.
And yeah, so you guys all walk through, and you can see that there are many crowds and such, kind of like clapping and watching you all walk through the street. And they all start to walk, and you can see people that you've met before, such as, you know, the Moogle that you came across, the guy with the very voice. He kind of snuck out of the tavern while you guys weren't looking. But
Jesus.
you can also see people from across the world. You can see you can see the red mage guy from that one city. You can see a lot of people. You even see a certain possessed person. You can see a man with silver hair. Sephiroth. You can see him standing there, and he's like cheering for you all.
I'm guessing I see my old Cornelian landlord.
Yes, and he's not standing there clapping. He's just standing there, just like, I know what you did.
I thought I already sent him a check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to speak with Daryl about that.
Yeah, you guys continue to walk on, and you find yourselves on the bridge. And as you guys pretty much go up to the bridge, you can see one other person is standing there, and it is Orion. Along with 3 individuals, it looks to be Ruvik from the future. I mean, from other Cornelia. I mean, from the other alien, and along with Franklin and Vesta. And they are kind of like clapping, and they say, "It's so good to see you all."
Just kind of look at Ruvik and it's like, oh shit, this is slightly awkward.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't need to worry. We shortly after you vanquished the Dragon Queen, we went back to our world, and everything has gone back to normal. We've dealt with the fractures and the darkness all around. So, it was all thanks to you all for restoring those crystals.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Same.
Alright, I believe that there is a bridge you need to walk on.
Suppose so.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys turn forward, and Biggs, Wedge, Midas, Jesse, and Anna just kind of say, you guys go on ahead, this is your thing.
Well, I guess we still have one more thing to do.
it's always one more thing, huh?
I mean, to be fair, even though we're not really the Warriors of Light anymore, we've always still had just one more thing. I mean,
And yeah, you guys continue to walk through the bridge. It's very nicely constructed. It's made out of the same marble-like material that most of the city is made of. And you guys walk up, and you guys can see something in the distance. You can see it's a sort of spectral blue light sitting up there. And as you guys walk a little closer and closer, you guys can see that it is the disembodied ghost of Evangeline. They're like waving you over.
yeah, Nyx is gonna kind of stop for a sec, just blink a couple times, and it's like, okay, I'm not the only one fucking seeing that, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you are.
And she just keeps on
Okay.
waving over here.
Well,
Like,
we can't keep her waiting.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Sorry, just we haven't seen her in over a year.
That's true. Did we? Oh yeah. Shit. Never mind.
yeah, no, you guys continue to walk on, and when you guys get up to the little island, to the shore, oh, more like to the little, island platform, you guys can see that she, sort of waves at you all, and she just disappears into a bunch of spectral light dust. And here you guys are on this little hill, and you guys look towards Cornelia, and it looks like a beautiful sight. You can see like the castle is there, the entire city is there, and you guys are just up on this hill. And well, nothing else? You guys don't want to say?
Well, you guys ready to say that we're heroes?
Honestly,
So,
to be fair, I thought we were done calling ourselves heroes. But I guess even though the power's gone, the title's still stuck with us until the day we die, huh?
isn't that true? I'll never escape it from my students.
You're not the only one.
And as you guys look up there, and as the sun sets, the eyes all look at Cornelia, knowing that you guys saved the world. And that draws our campaign to a close.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
God damn.
Oh, holy hell.
I can't believe it's over.
We are done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we have finally reached the end of our journey here. Thank you for playing my game. First of all, to you players, thank you all for playing my game. This is my first
Yeah, give
DM.
Angel a round of applause, people.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
First time DMing a campaign front to back.
And it wasn't even bad. At least not too bad.
No.
It was really good.
But thank you for those who came and watched, and for all those memes and shit posters who posted funny shit in the chat while we all did our thing. But yeah, thank you also to I wanted to thank a couple of like 4 people. Mostly thanks to Nobuo Uematsu for writing up fucking excellent music for the old Final
Yeah.
Fantasy games.
Yeah.
To Masao Shisoken for making the OST, making pretty much damn near every song in Final Fantasy XIV, because I drew like a crap ton of those songs from that game. Thanks to all the artists that made all the tracks that I used. And also thank you to Hironobu Sakaguchi for creating this awesome franchise. And I couldn't have, ran a more... I guess I could have ran it better, but I couldn't have run with a more awesome cast.
Yeah. And also thanks to whoever came up with the Final Fantasy XIV overhaul for D&D 5th edition.
Oh yes, and thank you for who made that that race and class and all that entire chart for the Final Fantasy classes, because that it was integral to our entire game. Man.
Or at least me.
Yeah. But yeah, that brings our campaign to a close. And next time you see us, it will be Carlos' turn to DM.
Oh yeah.
And from all of us here at the Swinging Swordsman, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Take care, streamers and creamers.
Stay creamy.
Very well.
Bye.
Alright, so we start off the scene with it saying 10 years later, and you can see that in Midgar there is a bunch of debris lying around, and there is a single man that stands and looks at all this wreckage, and you can see he says, those damn warriors of light and their messes. Must I always be around to clean it up? I tell you, one of these days, I'll get what I deserve. And, he looks, you can hear someone call out, and he says, Mr. Palazzo, we're ready for you. And he says, oh, okay, well, let's get this show on the road. And he looks towards the camera. As the camera cuts black, you hear only one sound. And that's the end. Hey y'all, this is Angel here, and you may know me as the DM for Final Fantasy Void Omnia. And I wanted to say thanks to anyone who actually watched. Thank you to my players and all of the like. I'm sorry that this one last episode ended up being sort of a failure in terms of production and video. That day I was having internet troubles, which is the fucking worst time to have those, and because of the internet troubles, Twitch has been chopping up the whole thing. And yeah, it does make me fucking livid that all that hard work done by the players and myself to make it as cool as it could possibly be, it just all went to shit. So here's to the next campaign that I DM, and I hope that everyone has a splendid day. Goodbye.